Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what's a fun little fact about yourself? I turned 11 on November the 11th, 2011. Edit, November the 11th, 2011 for the non-Americans. That edit is hilarious. I played Baby Jesus in a play. I slept through it. A recurring theme in my life. Recurring theme in my life. Sleeping through events or pretending to be the son of God. Edit, wow, I just commuted back from work and got home to 3 Kelvin additional karma. I would like to thank all of you, especially the hilarious r/inclusive task force, for my most upvoted comment to date. Yes. I was born without wisdom teeth. If I go to a new dentist, they often look at the x-rays and comment that I had my wisdom teeth removed. Nope. Never had any. You're the next step in our evolutionary lineage. Only if lots of people want to reproduce with you /eater I'll refuge 86 because of this fun little fact. I had 5 wisdom teeth. The 5th one was in my sinus cavity. Edit. To get it removed I had to go under full surgery to avoid complications. If they removed it the normal way there would have been a strong chance that a hole would form where it was, connecting my sinuses to the back of my mouth. This would have caused a lot of fun stuff like snot always dripping down the back of my throat. In your what? I turned legal drinking age in the place where I lived at the time 3 times in my life. First when I was 16. Then when I was 17 they increased the legal age to 18. So I turned legal drinking age again when I was 18. When I was 20 I moved to where legal drinking age is 21, so I had to wait a couple of months again. This happened to my brother in New York State. At one point, he was working for a beer distributor when he became UN legal again. Didn't they grandfather in anyone that was already legal? I missed the bombing of the Boston Marathon because I had a bad headache and decided loud noises would be a bad thing. Edit, when I say loud noises I meant the people who decide they need to cheer at everything. Good choice. Your headache would have got worse. Or better, depending on how close to the bomb they ended up. My girlfriend was minutes away from being in the thick of the explosion. She was waiting for a friend in the area that the bomb was placed, but her friend got lost on the wrong street. My GF decided to leave and go find her friend. Just after doing so is when hell broke loose. I didn't know her yet when this happened, but damn am I glad her friend sucked at directions. I actually do remember your name, birthday, what you like / dislike, when we first met, everything. It's just that people find it really creepy and I've learned it's better to act I forgot rather than know. We met each other on a rainy day in October when you held the door open for me and made a bad joke about how the weather is for the birds. Oh, to have such a powerful memory, I wish. Truth, I can only remember what people did to me, usually bad things, and random facts about my interests. I have really good long-term memory, it's exceptional. I also have ADHD, so it's rare stuff actually goes there. But when it does, oh boy. Edit. Platinum. For this. Thank you, but gosh you're silly. I had the global high score in Temple Run 2 for about 15 minutes. I don't have the screenshot anymore unfortunately. Edit, not a literal 15 minutes but it wasn't very long. Speaking of game score facts, I watched 2 of my friends tie in Guitar Hero. Exact same score, around 65 Kelvin. Had a pic on my old phone but it doesn't turn on or charge anymore. I was born at 25 weeks. 1 pounds and 10 ounce with 0 birth defects. 24 years old, happy and healthy. Amazing. It was complete miracle. Another extremely odd circumstance and I am not bullshitting you. But bear with this story. In the 1970s my city opened its first children's cancer ward and my aunt was the only survivor of leukemia out of 86 children. Granted, the process to get into remission was longer than nowadays. Out of my IKEA I was only the premature baby out of 30 in my cycle to come out unscathed. I was the last patient for the same doctor who took my aunt in as his first cancer patient. According to my mom, the first time I was ever in front of a TV was when 9/11 happened. Better not watch TV again. Mother, TV is terrible for children. Father, TV isn't that bad for the kid. Mother, fine. This is a TV, sweetheart. TV, breaking news, thousands have died in the worst event in US history, run for your lives. Mother, The fuck did I tell you, Tom? I was clinically dead. Twice. Please say there is backstory to this. There was a seizure and I woke up in the back of an ambulance and everybody looked so damn relieved. Despite being gone for a few minutes, I hopped out of the ambulance when it arrived at the hospital and the doctors were like, bro, you ain't walking that off. Spent 3 weeks in there. I was 9 years old. Month later, same thing happened. Then I got on too heavy medication and thankfully haven't had a seizure since. I'm completely healthy and turning 22 in a few weeks. I have 2 pet frogs that are likely older than most people in this thread. Oh damn. I'm 20, how do your frogs compare to me? They got you beat by 5 years. They've seen some shit. In the year 2045, I will be 67 and my birthday will be 1 to 23 minus 45 and I will be 67. Throwing a big party. Edit yes, you all can come, bring a hot dish. Also if you add 01 plus 23 plus 45 it equals 69. I have a tooth in the roof of my mouth. I had no idea it was there until I was 17 and my dentist was baffled. They refused to remove it because they say it's not hurting me. My mother had it too, she didn't remove it either. Braces were enough to bring it back to its correct position. Amazing. I'm getting the exact treatment now. In fact, I had a baby tooth and an adult tooth both come through from the center of the roof of my mouth. I'm 2 years into having braces and the tooth has moved almost all the way across my mouth. Still about a year to go, but I'm amazed it's even possible. I can suck in air through my left eye socket. Weird flex, but okay. I can blow air out of my eye sockets. We should make a sub for it, like /r/ear rumble assemble. I can blow air out of my eye socket and ear rumble. Those are my superpowers, I guess. I tied on the world record of the smallest paper ship ever folded. In 1992 my ship was 2 mm in length. Also I folded a paper plow with a width of 2 mm. Edit, wow thanks, never thought this one to get such an attention. I'm very sad to tell that it was basically impossible for me to photograph them when I was 11, makes me ever sadder as to think how easy it would be nowadays. Following happened to them, I put them in a small glass tube and showed around along with a loop. People loved them. Then I forgot it for a few years and when I tried to have a look at them again they simply disappeared. See, my theory is that since I didn't use gloves, sweat and acids decomposed them over time. I was heartbroken to say the least. I still love big small things though. Like a 3 cm Bassetta star, module origami, 1/24 scale ukulele and stuff. https://upload.de/mg. Another pic of unfinished ones. https://upload.de/mg/20191018_210347ifk5i.jpg. And thanks for the silver. Thanks so much, all you made my day. Damn, that's pretty insane. How fucking tiny are your hands? Op is really an ant. I'm physically incapable of feeling dizziness. Now that's interesting. Thank you. As far as skills go it's pretty useless, but at least I can show off at amusement parks. I'm physically incapable of feeling happiness. /hello darkness, my old friend. I used to spin myself in my dad's computer chair until I was dizzy, but then would spin myself in the other direction to see if it negated the dizziness I felt. It never worked. I can cry or throw up on command. Edited to say or instead of and. Too many complaints about wording. I can also throw up on the spot. Haven't found a good use for it just yet. I know one. Whenever a douchey bag grabs an acoustic guitar to play Wonderwall during a party, walk up to them, and puke at their shoes. It's like a defense mechanism. Like the ocular blood laser lizard. I have no sense of smell and never had. Whenever I tell this to people, their response falls into one of 3 categories. 1. That's so unfortunate. You don't know how good X smells. 2. You're so lucky. You don't have to know how X smells. 3. So if I fart in your face you won't notice. I've yet to receive a different response aside from those, and you'd be surprised how many unrelated people told me N3, it's impressive lol. Feel for you, dude. Lost my sense of smell and taste from a concussion almost 6 months ago. I imagine it's easier to have never been able to smell than have the sense for 50 plus years and then lose it. I lost my sense of smell from a concussion back in college. It took about 6 months for smells to start coming back. Even today, some things smell weird to me, as in, I don't process some things well. What is sharp and acrid to others is rather mellow to me. But overall, the sense is back. So take heart, you just have to keep smelling things till you notice something, then focus on it. I write in my journal every day since 2009, so I have an account of all my thoughts since the past 10 years, and I can see how I grew as a person since I was 15. Sometimes I cringe when I read something from back then. Those are treasures, though. I don't actually think I'd want to read my thoughts from that far back. That shit can stay in the past.